Video game movies haven't really had the best reputation, but that's finally starting to change, and 2026 is shaping up to be a huge year for the genre. A lot of the early adaptations were pretty rough, both critically and commercially, from Super Mario Bros. And Street Fighter to most of the Resident Evil movies. But that era feels like it's coming to an end. There's a ton of new stuff on the way, and while plenty of projects look interesting, the one I'm most excited about is Mortal Kombat 2. Especially after what one of the Mortal Kombat 2 stars recently said, my hype is through the roof. Lewis Tan, who's returning as Cole Young, teased just how brutal the fatalities are going to be, and it sounds like they're not holding back at all. He warned that some fan-favorite characters might not survive this time, and that the deaths could genuinely shock people. With Shao Kahn stepping in as a major threat and Earthrealm on the brink, Tan says no character is safe, and things are going to get gruesome. Honestly, if that upsets some viewers, it kind of proves they're doing Mortal Kombat right. He said, they should be worried for everyone, to be honest. In different versions of the script, different people died. I was like, no way! Then they changed it and switched it. By the end of it, nobody is safe. Anybody could die, and there are a lot of fatalities in the second movie. If your favorite character dies, it's not the end. Death is only the beginning. Don't be too upset, but there are a lot of fatalities. Some people are going to be happy and some are going to be really pissed off. Outside of all the bone-crunching fatalities, Tan also hinted that he gets a major fight scene set in a unique location pulled straight from the games, one he's clearly really proud of. While he didn't give away too many specifics, he did tease that fans can expect some special and familiar fighting moves to make an appearance. He said, I do have an epic fight in Mortal Kombat 2. I can't tell you who it's with, but when you know who it is with, you will know why it's so epic. It is in one of my favorite video game locations. I was super grateful to get that location because it's such a cool design. That one took about 3 weeks to film, which is a long time. The style of the fight is very unique. You'll get to see some moves you didn't see in the first one, some character special moves. When the first movie ends, Cole has just discovered these new powers. You will see some new stuff that is very cool. It's a fan-favorite fight for sure. We shot that baby over 3 weeks. The sequel is coming in with a lot of momentum behind it. While the 2021 Mortal Kombat got mixed reviews from critics, audiences responded much more positively, and Warner Bros. Clearly has confidence in the follow-up. They even bumped the release date up from October 2025 to May 2026, which says a lot. Tan's comments make it sound like Mortal Kombat 2 is going all in on the violence and fatalities after how the first movie ended. As for who might not survive, the sequel is bringing back several major characters and introducing some big new ones, most notably Karl Urban as Johnny Cage, who's already been a big focus in the marketing. The cast also includes Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, Joe Taslim as Bi-Han, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, Hiroyuki Sanada as Hanzo Hasashi, Adeline Rudolph as Katana, Josh Lawson as Kano, Tati Gabrielle as Jade, Tadanobu Asano as Lord Raiden, and Mikad Brooks as Jax, along with several others. As Tan's comments hint, those brutal fatalities in Mortal Kombat 2 don't necessarily mean characters are gone for good. The franchise has always been about fighters dying in horrific ways and then coming back in new forms or from different realms. Kano is a perfect example. He appeared to die in the 2021 movie, yet he's confirmed to return in the sequel. Sub-Zero is also making a comeback, this time as Noob Saibot. We don't know yet exactly who's going to meet their end in Mortal Kombat 2, but one thing seems certain, the deaths are going to be especially savage. And if a third movie happens, it sounds like death won't stop some fan-favorite characters from coming back for another fight. We've also gotten a first look at one of Mortal Kombat 2's upcoming fight scenes, and it features two big newcomers to this version of the franchise, Johnny Cage and Baraka. The scene kicks off with Liu Kang trying to recruit Baraka to fight for Earthrealm. When Baraka refuses, Johnny Cage starts mouthing off, which pushes Baraka into challenging him into a fight. The problem? Johnny is clearly not as ready for Mortal Kombat as the others. Liu Kang, Sonya, and Jax are basically convinced he's about to get himself killed. Johnny spends the early part of the fight running around and dodging Baraka until he gets knocked down and his sunglasses go flying. Sonya then tells him, "You're an actor, so act." That's the switch. Johnny puts his sunglasses back on, locks in, and starts pulling off some slick acrobatic moves to gain the upper hand, before finishing things with his iconic groin punch. When it was released at the NYCC, the crowd completely lost it when that move showed up. It ended up being one of the biggest moments of the panel, which also featured Karl Urban talking about Johnny Cage's character arc, a new behind-the-scenes clip, and the confirmation that Mortal Kombat 3 has already been greenlit. I'm insanely hyped for Mortal Kombat 2. It really feels like it's going to deliver, even though the long delay definitely hurts. Still, Mortal Kombat has always been built on strong foundations, and that's what makes this sequel so exciting. While we wait, though, there's a perfect movie to check out that helps pass the time: Master of the Flying Guillotine. What's crazy is how many core elements of Mortal Kombat can be traced back to this 1976 martial arts film, which came out 16 years before the first game and nearly 20 years before the first movie. The franchise has always been deeply rooted in classic martial arts cinema, and you can feel those influences in every fight, character, and fatality. Icons like Gordon Liu, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Cynthia Rothrock, and Bruce Lee directly inspired some of Mortal Kombat's most recognizable characters. You can see the series' DNA in films like Shaw Brothers classics, Enter the Dragon, Bloodsport, and Big Trouble in Little China, but none feel closer in spirit than Master of the Flying Guillotine. The movie follows a deadly revenge story centered on a villain who wields the infamous Flying Guillotine, a brutal weapon used to hunt down the one-armed boxer. Over the top, violent, and packed with wild finishing moves, it feels like Mortal Kombat before Mortal Kombat even existed. The movie mixes this revenge plot with a brutal martial arts tournament that brings fighters from all over the world together. You've got kung fu masters, a Muay Thai fighter, a Mongolian wrestler, an Indian yoga expert, and more. Unlike movies like Enter the Dragon or Bloodsport, this tournament isn't limited to fists and feet. Weapons are totally allowed. Fighters use swords, staffs, rope darts, tonfas with hidden blades, and other deadly tools, making every match unpredictable and vicious. That's where the Mortal Kombat connection really clicks. Just like the games, the movie lets fighters with totally different styles and weapons clash, and it doesn't shy away from extreme violence. People get beheaded, stabbed through the skull, blinded, and in one fight, both competitors kill each other. The finishing moves are outrageous, over-the-top, and brutal, basically fatalities before fatalities were a thing. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we'll be covering more updates on this soon.